Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Speak English for Beginners. I am Emma, and I am very happy to practice English with you today. In today's podcast, we are going to talk about something that every person experiences every single day. We are going to talk about human emotions. Emotions are a natural part of life. We feel happy when something good happens. We feel sad when we lose something important. We feel excited before a special event. We feel nervous when we try something new. Every day, our emotions change, and learning how to talk about them in English is a very useful skill. Many English learners know simple words like happy or sad, but when someone asks, "How are you feeling today?" they often answer with only one word. They may say, "I'm fine," even if they want to say much more. Maybe you know many English words, but you are not sure how to describe your feelings naturally. Maybe you worry about making mistakes. Do not worry. This is completely normal. Today, we will use easy English, simple explanations, and natural examples. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to talk about your emotions with more confidence. First, let's understand what emotions are. Emotions are the feelings we have inside us. They help us understand ourselves and other people. Sometimes emotions are positive, like happiness, excitement, love, and hope. Sometimes they are difficult, like sadness, fear, anger, or disappointment. Every emotion is normal. There are no good emotions and bad emotions. They all tell us something important about our lives. Think about your own day. You wake up in the morning. Maybe you feel relaxed because you slept well. Maybe you feel tired because you went to bed late. Then you eat breakfast and prepare for work or school. During the day, you might feel excited about good news. You might feel worried before an exam. You might feel proud after finishing an important task. Before you go to bed, you may feel calm, thankful, or hopeful for tomorrow. All of these feelings are human emotions. Now let's learn our first useful word. The word is emotion. An emotion is a feeling inside your mind and heart. For example, you can say, "Happiness is my favorite emotion." You can also say, "Everyone experiences different emotions every day." This word is common in everyday English, and it is useful in many conversations. Another important word is feeling. Feeling and emotion are very similar words. For example, you can say, "I have a good feeling today." You can also say, "My feelings change during the day." Native speakers often use the word feeling in daily conversations because it sounds natural and simple. If someone asks, "How are you feeling?" they want to know about your emotions. Let's start with one of the happiest emotions. Happiness is a feeling that everyone enjoys. We feel happy when we spend time with family, achieve a goal, receive good news, or simply enjoy a beautiful day. Happiness does not always come from big events. Sometimes, small moments make us smile. Drinking your favorite coffee, listening to music, taking a walk in the park, or finishing an English lesson can also make you feel happy. Here are some useful sentences. I feel happy today. That news made me smile. Spending time with my family makes me happy. Learning English makes me feel more confident. These sentences are short, natural, and easy to remember. You can use them in real conversations every day. Now, let's talk about excitement. Excitement is the feeling you have before something enjoyable happens. Maybe you are excited about your birthday. Maybe you are excited to travel to another country. Maybe you are excited because you are going to meet an old friend. Excitement gives us energy. It makes us look forward to something special. Imagine this conversation. Emma asks, "Why are you smiling today?" David answers, "Because I'm excited. Tomorrow I'm going on vacation." Emma says, "That sounds wonderful. Where are you going?" David replies, "I'm visiting Italy for the first time." Emma smiles and says, "I hope you have an amazing trip." This conversation is simple, but it uses useful emotional vocabulary that beginners can easily understand. Now, let's look at another common emotion. Sometimes we feel nervous. Being nervous means you are worried or anxious about something that is going to happen. Many people feel nervous before an exam, a job interview, or an important presentation. Even professional speakers feel nervous sometimes. Feeling nervous does not mean you are weak. It simply means something is important to you. For example, you can say, I feel nervous before speaking English. You can also say, I was nervous during my first interview. These are natural expressions that English speakers use every day. The good news is that nervous feelings often become smaller with practice. The more you practice something, the more confident you become. Let's imagine another situation. Maria is learning English. Tomorrow, she has her first conversation with an English teacher. Tonight, she feels nervous because she is afraid of making mistakes. Her friend says, Don't worry. Everyone makes mistakes when they learn a language. Maria smiles and says, You're right. I will do my best. The next day, she enjoys the lesson much more than she expected. This story reminds us that our fears are often bigger than the real situation. Now, let's talk about sadness. Sadness is a natural emotion that everyone experiences. You may feel sad when someone moves away, when your plans change, or when you lose something important. Feeling sad is not wrong. It is part of being human. The important thing is to remember that sadness usually does not last forever. Better days often come after difficult moments. You can say, I felt sad after watching that movie. You can also say, she looked sad because she missed her family. Notice that we often use the verbs feel and look with emotions. Someone can feel sad inside, and another person may look sad on the outside. These expressions are very useful in everyday English conversations. Another beautiful emotion is gratitude. Gratitude means feeling thankful for the good things in your life. You can be thankful for your family, your friends, your health, your home, or even for small moments like a beautiful sunset or a kind smile from a stranger. People who practice gratitude often say they feel happier because they focus on the good things instead of only the problems. Here are some useful examples. I am grateful for my family. I feel thankful for my friends. I appreciate your help. Thank you for your kindness. These simple sentences help you express positive emotions politely and naturally. They are useful not only for learning English but also for building stronger relationships with other people. One of the most important things to remember is that everyone experiences different emotions every day. You may feel happy in the morning, nervous before an important meeting, relaxed after work, and excited about your weekend plans. Emotions change just like the weather. They come and go. Learning to recognize your emotions and talk about them in English will help you communicate more naturally, understand other people better, and become a more confident English speaker. Now, let's talk about another emotion that everyone experiences. The emotion is fear. Fear is a feeling that tells us something may be dangerous or uncertain. Sometimes fear protects us. For example, it helps us stay away from dangerous situations. But sometimes fear stops us from trying new things. A person may be afraid of speaking in public, traveling alone, or making mistakes while learning English. These fears are very common, and many people share them. Here are some useful sentences. I am afraid of heights. She is afraid of flying. He was afraid to speak English at first. I was nervous, but I tried anyway. These are simple expressions that you can use in everyday conversations. Remember that courage does not mean you never feel fear. Courage means you continue even when you feel afraid. Let's imagine a simple conversation. Emma asks, Why didn't you join the conversation yesterday? Ben answers, I was afraid of making mistakes in English. Emma smiles and says, Everyone makes mistakes. That is how we learn. Ben laughs and replies, "You're right. Next time I will try." This short conversation teaches an important lesson. Fear becomes smaller when we practice and keep moving forward. Now let's talk about anger. Anger is another natural human emotion. People feel angry when something seems unfair, when someone is rude, or when things do not go as planned. Feeling angry is normal, but it is important to express anger in a calm and respectful way. Taking a deep breath, counting to 10, or walking away for a few minutes can help us calm down before we speak. You can say, "I was angry because the bus was very late." Another sentence is, "She felt angry after the argument." You can also say, "He stayed calm even though he was upset." The word upset is another useful word. It means you feel unhappy, disappointed, or slightly angry. Native speakers use upset very often because it sounds softer than angry. Now, let's learn about disappointment. Disappointment happens when something does not happen the way we hoped. Maybe you studied hard but did not get the result you wanted. Maybe your favorite team lost an important game. Maybe you planned a picnic, but it started raining. These situations can make you feel disappointed. However, disappointment is often temporary. It teaches us to try again and not give up. For example, you can say, "I was disappointed because my flight was canceled." You can also say, "She felt disappointed after the exam." These are useful expressions because disappointment is a common feeling in everyday life. The important thing is to learn from difficult experiences and continue moving forward. Let's talk about hope. Hope is a beautiful emotion that gives us strength. Hope means believing that good things can happen in the future. Even during difficult times, hope helps people stay positive. A student hopes to pass an exam. A family hopes for good health. An English learner hopes to speak fluently one day. Hope gives us a reason to keep trying. Here are some natural examples. "I hope tomorrow will be better." "We hope everything goes well." She is hopeful about her future. The adjective hopeful describes someone who believes good things will happen. These expressions are very common in spoken English and easy for beginners to use. Let's imagine another conversation. Emma asks, "How do you feel about your English?" Lisa answers, "Sometimes I feel frustrated because I make mistakes." Emma smiles and says, "Do you still enjoy learning?" Lisa replies, "Yes, because I know I am improving little by little." Emma says, "That is the most important thing. Never lose hope." This conversation reminds us that progress takes time. Another important emotion is pride. Pride is the feeling you have when you achieve something through effort. Maybe you finished reading your first English book. Maybe you gave a successful presentation. Maybe you helped another person. These moments make you feel proud. Pride is healthy when it reminds us of our hard work and encourages us to continue improving. For example, you can say, "I am proud of my progress." "My parents are proud of me." "She felt proud after finishing the marathon." These are very useful expressions because people often talk about their achievements in everyday conversations. Now let's think about kindness and empathy. Empathy means understanding how another person feels. If your friend is sad, you listen carefully and try to understand. If someone is excited, you celebrate with them. Empathy helps us build strong friendships and healthy relationships. It reminds us that everyone has emotions, even if they do not always show them. You can use simple sentences like, "I understand how you feel." "I'm sorry you're having a difficult day." "I'm happy for you." "Congratulations." These expressions help you respond naturally to other people's emotions. They also make conversations warmer and more friendly. Let's practice a few emotional expressions together. Today, I feel calm and relaxed. Yesterday, I felt stressed because I had a lot of work. I was excited to meet my friends. I felt proud after completing my project. Sometimes I feel worried about the future, but I stay hopeful. These examples show that emotions change from day to day, and that is completely normal. Every person experiences different emotions in different situations. Two people can experience the same event but feel completely different. One person may feel excited before giving a speech, while another feels nervous. One person enjoys living in a busy city, while another prefers a quiet village. Our emotions are personal because our experiences, personalities, and memories are all different. That is why listening carefully to other people and respecting their feelings is an important part of communication. As you continue learning English, try to talk about your real emotions instead of only saying, "I'm fine." You can say, "I'm excited today. I'm a little nervous. I'm feeling thankful. I'm disappointed. But I'll try again." These simple sentences help you express yourself honestly and naturally. The more emotional vocabulary you learn, the easier it becomes to have meaningful conversations with people from all around the world. Now, let's talk about one final emotion that is very important in our lives. The emotion is love. Love is much more than romance. We can love our family, our friends, our pets, our hobbies, our country, or even learning something new. Love gives us comfort, strength, and happiness. It helps us build strong relationships and reminds us that we are not alone. People all over the world understand this emotion, even if they speak different languages. Here are some simple sentences. I love spending time with my family. She loves reading books. He loves helping other people. We love traveling together. These are natural expressions that you will hear every day. Notice that we often use love not only for people but also for activities and interests. It is one of the most common words in English. Now, let's think about another peaceful emotion. Calmness is the feeling of being relaxed and peaceful. After a busy day, many people enjoy sitting quietly, listening to music, reading a book, or taking a walk. These simple activities help them feel calm again. Modern life is often busy, so creating peaceful moments is very important for our emotional health. You can say, I feel calm when I walk in nature. Another sentence is, listening to soft music helps me relax. You can also say, taking deep breaths helps me feel calmer. These expressions are useful because everyone needs ways to relax after a stressful day. Let's imagine another conversation. Emma asks, how do you relax after work? Olivia answers, I usually go for a walk in the park. Emma says, does it help you feel better? Olivia smiles and replies, yes, it makes me feel calm and peaceful. Emma says, that sounds like a wonderful habit. This simple conversation uses natural English that beginners can easily understand and repeat. Now let's remember an important truth. No one feels happy all the time. Even the happiest people sometimes feel worried, disappointed, or tired. At the same time, difficult emotions do not last forever. Happiness returns, hope returns. Confidence grows. Life is always changing, and our emotions change with it. This is completely normal. Understanding this can help us become more patient with ourselves and with other people. Learning English is a good example. At first, you may feel confused because everything seems difficult. After a few weeks, you begin to understand more words. Then you feel excited because you can understand a short conversation. Sometimes you make mistakes and feel frustrated, but if you continue practicing, confidence slowly replaces fear. Every English learner experiences this emotional journey. Let's practice some useful sentences together. Today I feel happy and relaxed. Yesterday I was nervous about my exam. I felt proud after finishing my homework. Sometimes I feel disappointed, but I never give up. I am thankful for my family and friends. I hope tomorrow will be a great day. These simple sentences will help you express many different emotions naturally. Now, let's review the vocabulary we learned today. Emotion means a feeling inside your mind and heart. Happy means feeling joyful. Sad means feeling unhappy. Excited means looking forward to something good. Nervous means feeling worried before something important. Angry means feeling upset about something unfair. Disappointed means something did not happen the way you hoped. Hopeful means believing that good things can happen. Proud means feeling good about something you achieved. Calm means peaceful and relaxed. Grateful means thankful for the good things in your life. These are all useful words that you can use every day. Now let's make one longer example. Today, I feel grateful because I spent time with my family. This morning, I was a little nervous about speaking English, but after practicing for a while, I felt much more confident. I am proud that I did not give up. I know I still have a lot to learn, but I feel hopeful because I improve a little every day. This paragraph is simple, natural, and very useful for beginner English learners. Here is a speaking exercise for you. Try answering these questions aloud. How are you feeling today? What usually makes you happy? What makes you feel nervous? When was the last time you felt proud of yourself? What do you do when you feel stressed? Who makes you feel loved and supported? What are you hopeful about? Speak slowly and do not worry about making mistakes. Every sentence helps you become a stronger English speaker. One wonderful thing about emotions is that they connect people. When we smile, others often smile back. When we listen carefully to someone who is sad, they feel understood. When we celebrate another person's success, we strengthen our friendship. Good communication is not only about grammar or vocabulary, it is also about kindness, empathy, respect, and understanding. These qualities make conversations meaningful in every language. Remember that learning English is not only about memorizing words, it is about expressing your ideas, your dreams, your opinions, and your emotions. The more you practice talking about real feelings, the more natural your English will become. Do not be afraid to use simple sentences. Clear and honest communication is always more important than using difficult vocabulary. Before we finish, let's review today's main ideas. Every person experiences many emotions every day. Happiness, sadness, excitement, fear, hope, gratitude, pride, love, and calmness are all natural parts of being human. Learning the English words for these emotions helps you understand other people and express yourself more clearly. Remember that emotions change, and every feeling teaches us something about ourselves. When we accept our emotions and talk about them openly, we build stronger relationships and become more confident communicators. Thank you so much for practicing English with me today. I hope this lesson helped you learn useful vocabulary, improve your listening skills, and feel more comfortable talking about human emotions in English. Remember, you do not need perfect English to express your feelings. You only need the courage to speak, the patience to keep learning, and the confidence to practice every day. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep growing step by step. I am Emma, and I look forward to practicing English with you again very soon. Until next time, take care of yourself, be kind to others, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye, and see you in the next podcast.